Good morning, everyone. I'm Kayla Thompson here with your News 13 morning update. In the news for this Monday, May 4th, the ice on the Tanana River in Alaska has broken, and two lucky winners will split the jackpot of nearly $284,000. Discussions on how to spend the $8.9 million in stimulus funds began Monday among Fairbanks School District officials. After consulting with community members, parents, educators, administrators, and other education experts, district officials compiled a detailed list of 34 different projects. An intoxicated Fairbanks woman let her 7-year-old son drive her car as she was passed out next to him, according to Alaska State Troopers. Karen K. Koch, 37, of Fairbanks, was charged with reckless endangerment and permitting an unauthorized person to drive. I'm here at the courthouse, and a verdict has been reached in the case of the state versus Jessica Paul. Paul, who was accused of killing 4-year-old Philip Lara in a drunk driving accident last August, is found guilty of a lesser charge. Thanks, Amy. I'm here on the set of Cinderella and the Prince, where the cast of 42 is preparing for opening night. Participants say the program is a great way to help keep the place we live looking its best. An ice sculpture said to be seen as a gift given to the city of Fairbanks from the involved public seems to have turned into quite the controversy.
Local community activist Frank Turney let us know here at the city that he was working on getting a manger scene during the holidays.
When this thing was first discussed with Frank Turney, it was only for the location and could it be done. And it wasn't until the ice was being delivered did she come out and relay to Frank Turney that it had to come down on the 6th. And that was after we had already drawn and asked of money and time from a lot of people. She changed the rules. And when I confronted her, she lied to me about changing the rules.
According to Mayor Terry Sturl, there was never an agreement.
It was the kind of thing where, we were thinking if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, whatever. So we didn't coordinate the project. Mr. Turney did.
Ice Alaska officials say if the sculpture does come down, it will be the first sculpture taken down before it became a safety hazard. Sturl says with the holiday season over, the sculpture should be removed.
I like to think of it as a gift. I mean, that we had a member of our community that coordinated whatever he did to coordinate it, and here we have a manger scene during the Christmas holidays. In my opinion, the Christmas holiday is over, soon to be over, I think within the next couple days. And since the holiday is over, then the statue would be removed. And as the mayor, fortunately or fortunately, like it or not, it's up to me and my administration that this is our law and this is my view and this is what's happening.
Schaaf says leaving the sculpture standing would be in the mayor's best interest.
Here's a prime situation. I have a politician who's telling me what she wants, above and beyond what is obviously the public's belief and desires. I'm not going to sit still and let this go to rest. This politician needs to be held accountable for her decisions, and if she's going to take a personal view and standing above what her constituents believe, she does not deserve to sit in that political office as far as I'm concerned.
For News 13, I'm Kayla Thompson.
Jessica R. Paul, not guilty, as charged in count 1 of the indictment.
A sigh of relief followed by tears filled the courtroom today as Judge Paul Lyle read the verdict in the case of the state versus Jessica Paul.
We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn to try the above entitled cause, do find the defendant Jessica R. Paul guilty of driving under the influence, guilty of minor operating a vehicle or consuming alcohol, guilty of negligent homicide, a lesser included offense of manslaughter.
21-year-old Paul was originally charged with manslaughter and first-degree assault. Through the almost 3-week-long trial, the jury heard from officers who were on scene.
I could smell an odor of alcohol on her. I don't think that I noticed any slurred speech or anything like that.
Recorded evidence.
Well, I understand that, and you've been through an experience, okay? But this is something, because I smell the odor, and you've admitted me you've been drinking. This is something I need to do.
Right now.
I understand that. Do you understand the test? Yeah. Okay. Touch heel toe. Correct turn.
As well as numerous witnesses and experts.
He had developed what's called a left ventricular aneurysm, and the impact had injured the wall of that ventricle. He eventually, about a month after his injury, ruptured the wall, and he bled to death within minutes.
a driver using a proper response to the sun in the eyes coming around the curb would have stopped before they ever got to where the child was in the roadway, in my mind.
I don't know if there's such a thing as a perfect storm for a case like this, but these conditions are honestly as bad as they can get. Every person reacts differently to sun glare. What I do know, without a doubt, is where the sun was, low and straight ahead with Philip on his trike within the road, and close to that line of sight as well. It would have been extremely, extremely difficult for her, or for anyone else for that matter, to detect Philip.
Paul was faced with up to 11 years in prison, but after today, defense attorney Jennifer Height says it could be 2 to 4 years. Sentencing is scheduled for October. For News 13, I'm Kayla Thompson.